Welcome back, everyone. What is up, my little pumpkins and my spice sets? So, today we're going to be making a recipe. There's a couple things that I'm missing from it, but it was just kind of to get rid of some things that I already had. And when I was in the store, I seen this. So, we are going to be making the triple layer pumpkin spice pie. And I will screenshot that. If you want to screenshot it, I'm going to put both these on my community tab. And when I say both these, so you have the triple layer pumpkin spice pie. And I'm going to put them on my community tab. You can only check the community tab from your phone. It's up top where it says community. It's kind of like a texting, put little posts, little messages, just quick snippets. And then there's another recipe for the turtle pumpkin pie. So, when I kind of went through the ingredients that I had more for the triple layer pumpkin spice pie. So, let's go ahead and get started. We are going to be leaving out the, pumpkin halves covered in honey. Like I said, I'll post these on my community tab, and it's the following, it's got everything. But let's go ahead and get started. And I'm drinking some horchata. Horchata is really good. It is like a Mexican rice, cinnamon, vanilla. It's made, people make it different. Some people make it, obviously it's rice, but some people add almonds, but it is super good. Really full cinnamon. It's like you really get that vanilla. So without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so what we have here, we have one pre-made graham cracker crust pie crust ready to go. And these are cheap. You can just pick these up anywhere. I think this was like less than $2. If you hear a little clicking in the background, I do have dogs. And every time I cook, if you got a dog, they are highly intrigued to see if you drop anything. But that's cool. There's a recipe on back for strawberry pie. Maybe we'll do that in the summer. Actually, I'll tell you what. If rip this off, get your sticker, rinse it off good. Peel, make sure you always get this little stuff here, but I don't want to hold you up, but let me rip this off. What I'm getting to is, go ahead and pitch that right quick. I'm like, what are you doing, Kaya? You can use this to cover the top. So you don't have to waste your saran wrap. If you use foil, it'll stick, and then that way it doesn't stick. It's nice and sealed. If you're taking it, I know things are kind of different, this year, but just say in regular times, we were taking this to a Halloween party, good to go. Okay. So let's go ahead and put this little guy aside. Now, I know I look super aesthetic over here, but your girl's got a Christmas bowl. I know, it's one of my bigger bowls, and I like it. It's just a really good mixing bowl. Okay, for this, sorry, it's been a minute since I've been redoing things in my house, so I'm like, it's been a minute since I've made a cooking video. Check out, I've made little jalapeno poppers that would be good for a Halloween party, but I've got a couple of things. Okay, so we need our 2 packs of the Jell-O pumpkin spiced pudding. Now, if you can't find this, the turtle pumpkin recipe here, it has without this. I know this is limited edition, and like I said, this is the pumpkin spice Jell-O pudding mix. Pudding, pie mix, however, you could do really a lot of things with this. Make little parfaits, whatever. So, let's go ahead and pop these paparuskis open. And we are going to need, I've never made this before, I just seen this one day. Always take your pudding, and that way you can get all of it from the creases, and you want as much goodness as you can get. Okay. I've never used this before, so that's why I'm like, I'm not just, I know it's pudding, but I've never used this, so you get a really good spice. I'm getting, like I usually say sometimes with the pumpkin spice, you get make sure you shake out your corners. Okay. So yeah, so the turtle pumpkin does not take, it takes vanilla pudding and canned pumpkin. So, you know, if you got staples in your pantry, you might want to check that one out. Like I said, this was just things, I already had the whipped cream in my freezer, you know, and then I seen these. So I already had the milk, of course. I was like, really, I just needed to, you know, I had the cinnamon, all that. So, yeah, so I really just needed this and the pie crust. And sometimes I even cut, you know, keep the pie crust on hand if it's the summer or around the holidays. So, yeah. And this would be something great because the pumpkin that you could carry on over for Thanksgiving, you know, things like that. Okay, we need 2 cups of cold milk. I usually do prefer whole milk, but this was on sale and my grandma drinks this, so I was like, yeah, I'll just pick it up. Okay. Let's get a little whisk here. I'm just going to do a little bit of this at a time. That way, you know, I can really get it going here. Make sure you can see. Yeah, let's just do about half. Well, that's a little bit. That's about 1 1/2, but let's just get it going and then... So basically what we're going to do here, I was reading this over, and we're going to use half of this with... You know, this is where you get the layers. We're going to use the bottom here is the pudding. And then this is half of the pudding mixed with the whipped cream. And then the other half of the whipped cream, you know, goes on top. You could do this with any kind. It calls for pecans. You could use walnuts. And look, I mean, it's really coming together quick. I'm going to make sure you get all that pudding worked up. And this is very easy. I mean, this is simple. Like I said, whatever's your favorite kind of nut, you could just do whatever. If you have nut allergies, you know. Okay, let's go ahead and add the rest of our milk here. But yeah, if your family has, you know, a nut allergy or your children or whatever, nobody in my family does. Really, this would just, I don't know. I wanted something pumpkin, and then with the way things have been this year, it's kind of, you know, just figured I'd do a little something different. I did make some caramel apples. This is like the gold edible glaze. I recommend spray painting that. It's like edible spray paint. Do that. See how it ran right off? I would do that on more of a candy apple. This was the first time ever making them, so they're definitely not the best. And the candy that we made, the candy ones, the candy would not set. So let me know if you know anything about candy apples. We followed a couple recipes online on YouTube, and they just would not, you know, stay. So I got, you know, everybody got a couple caramel apples at the deal, and, you know, I think they're, like I said, you know, they're not the best looking, but it's a start. It was the first time. Usually what I do, hold on right quick and I'll show you too while we're here. I've been wanting to show these anyways. Sorry about that. I've been wanting to show these. You know, if you don't have a big family, or, you know, I know some people like travel with campers and full-time campers. You can take apples, and I use this as a snack sometimes. They're just the little single servings. And if you're craving a caramel apple, you know, you can keep your nuts on the side, sprinkle it on your caramel. But I really like these as a snack. No, it's not the most healthy snack, but you could do something like this with the apple. You find these, you can find the big thing of it, or I like the singles. It's just portion control, and it just, you know, it's a little bit better than a candy bar. Not much, but, okay, our pudding's setting up really quick here. So you want to make sure you got, you know how pudding will get like that grit? You really want to make sure you got all the grit out of it. Okay. So we're setting up really quick here. Okay, so remember, so we want to take half of our pudding, put it on the bottom of our crust here. Okay, When I was a kid, I loved to lick the spoon. My mom is a really good cook. Make sure we got every little bit here. This doesn't look like too much pudding, but hey, we're going by the recipe here. Okay. And I like to clean up as I go. Your girl hates dishes. I don't mind the laundry sweeping, but dishes is not my favorite. So, just easier to go. Clean up as you go. Okay, let's do this. So, like I said, we got the triple layers here. So, we are going to... Let me get my little spattle here. I got my big one. I don't know where it went. I got my big one. Well, my little one's good. Okay, give that a good, like I said, we want to keep every little bit of this pudding we can. Okay, let's go around the edges here and really make sure that, you know, we got everything mixed in. That's really nice. Look at the color. I don't know if you can see here. Nice, lovely orange. Like a, not a bright orange, but like a fall. And this will get thicker as it sets, you know, being refrigerated. Okay, let's get at it. Okay, we want just half this. Okay. And I'm like, I prefer more of a graham cracker crust than a regular pie crust. My grandma will beg to differ, but I prefer more of a graham cracker crust. I'm not a big pie person. I'm more of like a cake or, you know, graham cracker crust. But I do think, you know, this is something that she will enjoy. So I thought, where is my other little spatula I had? I just had it when we started. Come on, Kaya. Where's your spatula, buddy? That is so weird. I literally just... Here it is, guys. Hold on one second. I always find things like, this is cute. I find things like this. It was a Valentine's. And I wait for things. I've mentioned this before. Wait till you guys see what I got today. I got even 2 things for a giveaway, for part of our giveaway. And, yeah, I was like, you know what? I'm picking 2 of them up for them, too. So, we'll discuss the giveaway. I know I keep talking about it, and you never know what tomorrow might hold. And I mentioned before in my community tab that my microwave almost caught fire. So, I had to go shopping today, man. It's weird. Microwaves are like, and I don't use a microwave all the time, just to like heat up leftovers or like soup or chili or something. But I do like to have one. Let's do a tiny bit more because we're going to add. But I do like, you know, to have one on deck to heat up leftovers and stuff. You know, cup of noodles once in a while if I'm sick, or, you know, chicken noodle soup or something, or a bowl of chili. And it's weird. I didn't realize that microwaves are, you know, such a weird, like, there was some that were like $200 and something, and I'm like, no ma'am. But I did end up finding, I check it out in my community tab, I found, the one that I had was a big Kenmore. So big and clunky that it, took so much counter space up. That's what I don't like, when they take up so much counter space. So I got a Cuisinart one. It's so much smaller. I really like it. I'm like, yes. So I was wanting a new one anyways, and once I seen it spark the other day, I was like, okay, it's time. Let's bust a move. I did find it at Kohl's. I'll show you at the end right quick. If you're looking for, I'll pan over if you're looking for a new mic. Okay, let me quit rambling and giddy up. So again, we are going to add, let me get a towel here. We are going to add half of our whipped topping, and we want to save the other half for the top. And I don't know about you, but I always peel these off. And these are good, like, bowls you give your family, like, leftovers. Or, you know, if it's down to the last piece of pie, clean this out. You can put it in there and it's not taking up more room in your fridge. You know, or just whatever you want to do with these. Okay, so we want half. Yeah, that's definitely about half. Yeah, that's about half. Yeah, that's about half. Okay. Set that aside. Let's go ahead and mix it up. I'm just going to use my spatula. I probably should have kept my whisk, but I wasn't thinking. But this is a hard, sturdy base, so I'll be okay. So you want to fold that in. And just fold it in there. And this is actually good because you're getting everything from the side. So look how it's starting to really change color. And isn't that really pretty, the different swirled effect? I hope you can see that. Okay, we're folding. And I love little quick recipes like this. I've mentioned before that, you know, I was a sous chef, worked, you know, in, you know, fancy kitchens, different things like that. You know, my family is in the culinary field, so, you know, sometimes I get cooked out, you know. I like some easy things to, you know, when you cook, you just sometimes want to relax when you cook at home. You know, when you're in a high tense atmosphere, you got 50 people, you know, I need this, I need that, orders coming in, the ticket machine going crazy. It's good just to do some quick things at home. So I love little things like this. And like I said, your girl is a fan of pudding. I would rather something like this than, you know, a regular base pie. Okay, let's go ahead. I think we've got this pretty good. I want to make sure it's all whipped in there. This is going to be good. I think I might actually have to taste a little taste test on the spoon here. And like I said, it calls for the pecans honeyed, but okay. Let's move this over so you can see here. And I'm just going to literally smooth, isn't that beautiful? Smooth that right across. Excuse me. I hate when you get pies like this that are like cream pies and they're skimpy. Excuse me. They're skimpy on the cream. So that's why I love things like this at home. Look at that. This is going to be beautiful. So yeah, I would definitely put, I know that it's hard to see with me filming, I will put the recipes on the community tab. And I'm not linked with any of these companies. Like I said, this is not a sponsored video. This is just something that I seen in the store. Like, okay, a little quick something different. Look at that. Okay. So you can take your edge here, your bowl, use that, scrape that back up, bring all this down. Don't let anything go to waste. You know, everybody's going to want a piece of this and want to see it, and yeah. So you want to get that all in there. Okay, let me get one more good swipe here, and my spoon don't want to grab it. Okay. Let me get a little drink here. If you're new to me, like I said, I hate to keep saying this, but I know different videos that I make, different content, gathers different people sometimes. My throat has been, I'm always a raspy, but my throat has been a bit much lately. Let me grab a drink of the good old horchata here. It's super good if you never had it. It's like a creamy, like I said, cinnamony vanilla drink. Excuse me. It's good and cold on the throat. Okay, let's go ahead and get this in here. You know what? I think we're only going to need this little spattle, so get rid of the big one here. So we want to try and get that all on there. That way we don't try and measure or mash it together, so we get our layers here. So I'm really trying to be gentle with it, and that way it keeps. So just like I was saying a minute ago, I love, or excuse me, I hate when you go, somewhere, a bakery, a restaurant, somebody makes a pie and you get this cream pie and it's skimpy. If you're going to give me a cream pie, baby, throw on the cream. Give me the whipped cream. Give me the goodness. Okay. I will be, and you can just look to give your dips almost like a meringue look, but you can, whatever, see what I mean, how it gives it just the tufts of the meringue. But let me scoop the rest of this out. So tomorrow we're going to have a little Halloween shindig on my channel, and we will be tasting a piece of this. So, I'm sorry. Unfortunately, your girl is not a good editor. So, maybe I'll show it cut on the community tab and do a clip it, if you're new to my channel. But I won't be taste testing this, unfortunately. I know that sucks when people do that in videos, but it needs to set, refrigerate an hour, yeah. So, yeah, so I don't know how to, I wish I do. Like I said, if you're new, I'm going to start trying to, unfortunately, no one I know really knows anything about editing or YouTube or anything like that, so don't think I'm being lazy. But like I said, we are going to try it at the Halloween party, and, man, okay, we're going to try it at the Halloween party, and like I said, we will put a clip it of maybe on my community tab. So let me know if you guys think this looks good. Do you guys like little things like this? I know some of this content isn't for everyone, but I do try to switch it up. And like I mentioned, with the reviews that I do and reactions, this is my channel, so I like to show content, things that I enjoy doing, things that are part of my life as well. If I don't trip over, I gotta get this daggone old microwave. I stuck it, it wouldn't fit all the way, in the box. It's too big, so I got it in the box of the new one, and I got it on its side. Okay, guys, so this is the triple layer pumpkin spice pie. And let me know, honestly, if any of you guys make this. Again, I'll put the recipe card for both. The pumpkin triple spice. The triple layer pumpkin spice. And then the turtle pumpkin pie. So this one says 20 minutes prep. I'm thinking that, maybe the step with the pecans. This one says 15 minutes. So check the community tab. Like I said, it's up top where it says videos. You can only access that, unfortunately, on a phone, which I think is strange. And, yeah, so I think it looks great. It's a heavy boy. So let me set it down before I end up wrecking it, knowing my luck. I have had one heck of a week here. Let me go ahead and show you the microwave here. And, yeah, so that's the microwave. And like I said, it's just a little guy versus what I had was out to here. Yeah, about out to here, and then came all the way out to here, and it was just too much, baby. So I'm pretty pumped about that. And, thank God I didn't put something, and let it, go use the restroom, let my dogs out, change the laundry, and it catch fire. I looked in, seen it sparking, and I was like, is my eyes playing tricks on me? And sure enough, it wasn't. So I took my food out, put it on for another second just to see, was a crumb in there or something. Fell off my food, but no. All right, guys, let me quit rambling, and I will see you guys later. Have a great day, great night, and I will see you guys later. We're going to have some stuff coming up. I'm going to let my dogs out, put all this stuff up. Speaking of creatures, they're on the rampage. I'll see you guys later. On that note, have a great day, great night, and Kaya out.